Hey guys, how are you? This is another day into my video logging journey, and I actually have a great story to tell you today. In my fourth hour class at school during marine biology, after we took notes, we watched a video narrated by Leonard Nimoy, Star Trek fame and that sort of thing. If you don't know who he is, then I feel sorry for you. Uh, we watched this video and it was really dry, really boring. This friend of mine and I got bored. My friend Zach, and there's this girl in our class named, well, I'm not gonna say her name. Anyway, she's crazy. She's nuts. So basically, he told me to text her or whatever, and this girl's mean, so she deserved this, and I didn't do anything that bad. But she's a total biatch. But so my friend tells me to text her because I have her like all my Facebook contacts numbers in my phone because I have an Android app for Facebook that syncs up all my Facebook contacts and their numbers onto my phone automatically. So I had her number and I was gonna text her, but I'm like, no, because I can't text her anonymously. She could just find out my number from someone else, and that would suck because it would lead right back to me. Breadcrumbs. Now, I did know though that I could use *67 and call her, and so what I did is I pull out my phone during the video or whatever, because we're allowed to have our phones out and stuff and text because our teacher just doesn't really care. He's a cool guy. uh, I dial *67. I dial her number on there. I hit call. I turned on like the phone volume and stuff so nobody else can hear it, and then I hit the mute button so no one, you can't hear me or anyone by me, so she doesn't know what this is. And then I just stuck the phone in my pocket and left it there for like 3 minutes. And so she saw that she got a call and she ignored it because she's in class, obviously. So it just vibrated and that sort of thing. And so she keeps looking at the phone, and all of a sudden I did this 4 times. And on like the fourth time, she was finally like, my friend was like, dude, look over there. And so I look, and she's sitting there, looking at, listening to her voicemail, and then she's talking to her friend. She's like, what the fuck? I don't hear anything. She's just getting really, really pissed, and she's mad. She's kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie. I was torn between laughing and ducking my head for cover in case she found out it was me, which she might eventually because of this video. But anyways, let me continue my story. So she was dialing in, trying to like listening to the voicemail, and she's trying *69 and shit. I could see trying to figure out who it was. And then, my friend and I were just cracking up, and then we're trying to pay attention to the movie to pretend we're not involved. And I did it really subtly too. I would check a couple tweets, just on Twitter, and just make it look like I was actually using the phone first, and then I would go do it, and I would put it in my pocket, and then I would let it go again, and I kept doing that, and eventually, right as I hit dial, all of a sudden I stuck in my pocket. She looks at her phone, and then she bolts up, and this is the type of class where you can just grab a pass and head out. She runs over, doesn't even grab a pass actually, just like storms out of the room, and basically the room's like this. Like there's a big, like the room's normal, normal science room like most high schools have, but then when you go over here, there's like this long hallway thing you go down to get out of the classroom. And so she goes down here, starts to answer her phone halfway down the hall. She's like, hello, who the fuck is this? And then she's like she stormed down that hall. I heard her like running, just slam open the door and go out so she could answer it. I was just like, woo. And then the second that door closed, my friend and I were just like crying. And then he's like, don't laugh, you're gonna bring attention to yourself. And then she got in there. Like 20 minutes later, she finally came back in the room, and then she looked pissed. It was right before the bell rang, since this is the last class. And then she sat down, and all of a sudden I asked my friend, I'm like, you didn't say anything, right? You didn't text her? He's like, nope. I'm like, all right. And, she never did say anything to me. But then my friend, Aaron, who sits way over on the other side of the room, this girl is part of a clique of girls that sit in the middle. And then I'm with my friend on the right side of the classroom by this hallway. And then my friend Aaron is on the other side of the room on the left. And so I asked him, I'm like, yeah, did you see so-and-so would just get up and totally just like storm out? And he's like, yeah, what was that about? And I'm like, that was me. He's like, what'd you do? I'm like, I called her. He's like, what, did you text her? I'm like, no, I called her, and I left him. I like prank called like 5 times, And then she got up and left the room, and he's like, oh shit, she looked really pissed, and she was cursing, and she was mad that she was getting an anonymous phone call like 8 times from the same person. Way to go. And so I successfully pissed off the class Omarosa